It's Week 12 of the National Football League, and we'll see the Steelers leader at quarterback. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Steelers and the Ravens. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
We both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball in just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
And the drive begins here with Sims. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. You look at this Steeler defense. They were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. They'll run it again with Sims. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stopped for a loss.
Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Jackson now. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
It's taken to the 26. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
yards from last week's contest. 14 carries, 67 yards.
Sitting 10th in the league in rushing isn't bad, but it's also not as high as where he knows he should be with how talented he is. There's definitely another gear there, and hopefully their game plan gives him an opportunity to hit it and put together one of his best performances of the season.
70 Rangers.
Cooper will look to throw it. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
A handoff to start the drive to Sims. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. The numbers on the ground for Sims a week ago. 15 carries, 69 yards.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball of the season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
So the completion good for 6 yards, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Ravens first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now they run with Sims. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now it's Jackson. A dump off to Sims. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll run here with Sims. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's 3 simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use in every...
They're all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing. The answer can be yes, because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it. And this is how you answer a touchdown the other end. You come out throwing to start your own drive. And not just throwing, but pushing it down the field. And they come up with a big play as they try to answer back with a score of their own.
Now Cooper looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Steelers at 10-1 now on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Steelers.
Now a handoff up the middle. Mims. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Go, Reed, go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Mims. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Now they'll bring one of their tight ends in motion right.
Trap 60, trap 60. 65, Jack, 65.
Here's Cooper.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. From 3 yards out.
And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Ravens ready to take over.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you.
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late.
So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Play action. Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Hey, Ozzie, middle.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Throwing on 1st first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
These two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year, with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep.
On second down, Mims. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a third down coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On third down, Cooper. And he will find his man on the outside. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Viking 18. Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos.
Back to throw. Cooper over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
A great play there with an amazing diving catch. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now Jackson on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing is Jackson.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Come on. 18, Pioneer.
They go play action here on first down.
That's caught downfield by Pickens.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
They'll run on first down. Mims, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop. Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
7 Pirates.
Operating from the gun, Cooper. And this is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Cooper. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Cooper. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense back out there.
Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They go play action with Jackson. Fighting through pressure. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Now he's looking just to add to his totals. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
He'll keep it himself.
And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Cooper to throw on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
An audible here to get a new look.
Cooper now throwing on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 18 runners, trap 50, trap 50.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got his man on the out route. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
At the Ravens' 27-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cooper. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st.
Back to throw again. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. And this drive, Charles, very well timed as they score with very little time remaining in this first half.
And I'm reminded that they get the second half kickoff as well, so they can break this one wide open before the other guys have a chance to possess the football.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we've
halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Panther Street! Panther Street!
They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Mims. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, Collins. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Back to throw. Cooper. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Taking it about the 16.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Go ahead. Hey.
On the ground, the drive starts with Sims. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Again, they run with Sims. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. Gets through, and now an opening. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10.
That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly.
Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. Now he's free to midfield, and he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
13. You at X.
Jackson now. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Cooper will look to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
And take it right on the 30.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. From the gun on 3rd down, Cooper. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense.
Hey.
Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a 1st down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play. Your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Hey, Ozzie, middle.
They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Now Cooper looks to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. That ball caught by Harrison. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Go check. Go check.
On first and goal, Collins. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there.
Forward.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Jackson. That's complete to Whitaker. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. To throw again is Jackson. The throw taken in by Sims. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Here's Jackson to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
To throw is Jackson. The short throw caught by Andrews. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Sims. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
13.
Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
He'll get this to about the 38.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Street. Go.
Another carry for the wide receiver, Samuel.
And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Here's Cooper.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Here's a first down run with Collins. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
19 Lions.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Here we go.
It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. They'll run the counter with Collins. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right?